Hello, my lovely ladies. Happy Thursday. Super excited to be here for day 9. Can you believe it? One more day left. Today and tomorrow is day 10. Time went by really fast, I guess when you're having fun. So I really had fun this 10 days, 9 days. And I'm sure tomorrow will be super exciting, at least it's for me, because I'm going to share my strategies, so how I work through creating content and to posting it and so on, so especially for video. So I hope you can join it tomorrow. For today, if you are joining, I see some people already hop on, say hi. Hey Lindsay, nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Hey John, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time, but I'll see you next week in person again in New York, so that will be great. As you hop on, say hi and who you are so I can properly greet you. And we're gonna start right away because I don't want to go over an hour, and we tend to go for longer sessions, but it's all about the value. So I want to provide you with the value, and like I said yesterday, you don't have to take the content all in. That's why above there's a replay. Hey Spencer, there's a replay link, so you can sign up for the replays and watch it in your convenience and follow through the steps and to the exercises, because I share with you a few that I've used throughout the years. Or some of them I work with my clients with. Some of them, most of them I used for myself in different stages of my life. So they all worked for me. I don't necessarily use it all at once. So I hope they work for you too, but you don't have to take it all at once. So to start, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Luchia Dragosh. I'm an award-winning TV producer, host, videographer, and editor, and now video success strategist. And I help no-excuse female entrepreneurs get visible, stand out, and turn followers to buyers with high-converting videos without having to spend endless hours on complicated video setups and thousands of dollars on equipment that they might not even need. To quick recap, yesterday, day 8, we were talking about clarity and the importance of clarity, especially the clarity for your purpose and your values, because those two things are extremely important if you want to stay focused with your goals, which we'll be talking about today, especially video goals, and in anything that really is outside your comfort zone. So the best description that I found for what clarity is was from the Success Magazine columnist Tony Jerry, and he said, from a leadership perspective, clarity means having an unfettered view of your vision, which is what you want and why you want it, fed by an understanding of its purpose and value. And I could not agree more. It's absolutely true. And not having clarity is the biggest holdup, and you'll be taking detours, and I've done it, of course, in my life as well, even with video. So you'll be taking detours, it will take you longer, you might get overwhelmed, discouraged, copy other people, not feel authentic, and of course not get results with video. So that's why it's very important to be clear exactly on two things, on your purpose and on your values, because values, hey Joy, enjoying your live. I had to hop off to get ready for mine. So purpose, the first thing, the first thing as part of the clarity is the purpose. So we talked about yesterday, what is purpose, why is it important, and especially purpose. What is the purpose for you to create videos? And today we'll be digging a little bit deeper, because if you don't really know why you want to create videos, probably that is why it's not really urgent and important. And yesterday I asked you to go from the scale between 1 to 10 to describe how important it is for you to do video and how urgent, because if you're somewhere 7 or 8, that might be a big reason why you're not really showing up big on video, why you're not consistent, And today we'll be talking the other reasons, but that is a major part. So if you're somewhere around 7 or 8, ask yourself, what would it make it 10? What has have to happen? And go through, check with your purpose. What is your purpose? How video, how visibility fits in? How important is it? Is it really important? So that's how you define where would that fit. And today we'll be talking more in details. The second thing was the values. So the values are really important in order for you to get clarity, because the values will be used in your decision-making process. So for me, I shared my top 3 values, and when I'm going to decide on something, I really go through and now it's more subconsciously, because those values, I have them for a long time, but some of them are new. So I will go through that and see and check with myself, is that in alignment with my values or it's not? So I said one was being reliable. So for me, when I say something that I'll do, it's a must. There's no but, if, and so on. So when someone it's not like that, or it's dishonest, for me it's a huge red flag, and I probably don't even work with this with that person for a second time. So hey Veronica, good morning. It's noon in New York. Good morning. I know you're on the other side. So that was for you to know your values. It's extremely important, because that will also save you time, and not only time, but downloading all these freebies and all that. If those things, I was, shiny object syndrome, fear of missing out, and all those things, downloading freebie after freebie, because I thought that's the fix for the next thing, that's my answer. But I never really sit down to really answer what are my values, what is my purpose, although subconsciously I was following it. So knowing that, it allowed me to, when I'm about to download a freebie, I don't even do it anymore, to check with myself, with my values. Is this something that it's aligned? Is this something that serves me, and so on? So that was why we need those values. And one exercise that can help you to discover your values is to identify times that you were happiest. What were you doing? Were you with other people? Who you were with? What factors contributed to that happiness? Then times that you were most proud of yourself. Other times that you were the biggest failure, the biggest successes. So all these answers, I don't want to go into details. You can watch the replay from yesterday, but all these situations, you are to describe it and to really look for common denominator, for something that it's a common ground and a common rule. And that's how you can start writing your values. And I'm sure subconsciously already follow many of them, but it's a good way to start if you don't know. So today we'll be talking about video goals, yes or no. Do you need them or not? So I would love to hear your opinion. Do you think we need video goals or not? So for me, I believe that goals are not the first step. For me, it's about the vision. So what is the vision that you have for your life? So for me, if I have to go into the order would be vision, goals, to-do lists. So, and I'll explain more in details. So vision, for me, it's a combination of goals, and goals are a combination of to-do lists. But the driving force and motivation for me is the vision. And your vision can change. For me, it changed a lot throughout the years as I grew, as I up level, as things happen in my life. As jobs I have, then something else happens, and in the end I'll share my vision and why I have that vision. But now, since I think about 2 years, my vision changed, and now it's sort of, I build up on it, but it's this huge gigantic thing. And I believe a vision, it has to be so big that not to overpower you, but to something that you really believe that you can do it, but something that would take long time, maybe a lifetime. And for me, I'll share my vision afterwards, but for me, that is what drives me. And then I reverse engineer with goals and to-do lists. But when I know my vision, I know where video fits in. And then I know what kind of video, and I'll go into detail and help you to see how video can be a tool, because video, it's a tool, can be a tool, an extremely powerful tool for you to help you out with your vision. Play big. Yes, yes, vision really have to be something big. And yes, that is the why. That is your why. But sometimes we sort of forget the why, and we're so caught up in the to-do list and the goals and all that. But I believe that constantly we have to check, and actually it's good to frame it and put it somewhere so you can see it. So why vision is so important? It is important because many times when we work, let's say online business, right? We have online business and we work and we do our videos and posts and all that, and then we get caught up and overwhelmed. And if we don't have a vision or a big why, then probably those challenges are going to make us stop, or they're going to prevent us to continue forward, and probably we are not going to be persistent and give up because we don't have a strong enough reason to do so. So vision is a strong enough reason why you should continue despite the challenges, because it's very hard, and that is connection with the day before that we talked about when to persevere, when to, not to give up, and how to do that. Well, your vision, your why, it's the main reason why would you persevere. But if you don't know where video fits in that vision, then you might say, well, you know what, I don't really need video, I have Facebook posts. And then it is an option. For me, it's not an option, because that is part of my vision, and I'll explain why. And you don't have to be the next Oprah. Your vision doesn't have to be the next Oprah. It's not mine, so you can include video, and we'll dig into that. But it has to be strong reason why you would continue doing what you're doing. And I mentioned yesterday the Maslow's pyramid, the hierarchy pyramid. I actually printed, probably won't be able to see it, but you probably have heard it. Is the hierarchy needs, human needs. So the basic needs are all the way on the bottom, and self-actualization, it's all the way on the top. So I think, and I've heard that from other places as well, that vision has to be something so big that it's beyond yourself, that is something that you make a difference in someone else's life or leave a mark. It's not the financial, because if the financial, it's our driving, if it's our vision, then we'll be disappointed, because human beings are not, we don't operate like that. The minute we achieve that financial success that we want, then we see we need something more. People we need to contribute. So contribution is a big part of humans, of who we are. And there's a great book by Tim Ferriss, the 4 hours week, and I know 2 entrepreneurs, they followed it, and after 2 months they already were bored, because you're just doing the same thing, and you're not contributing and you're not growing. So as humans, we want to grow, we want to contribute. That is why, in my opinion, vision has to be something beyond yourself. And if you haven't found that, I read somewhere, I don't know if it's true, but I believe that there's some truth to that. If you don't know what you're passionate, you can start with that. If you don't know what your vision is, you can, thanks for the hearts, you can start with what you're passionate. So normally, we are passionate and we know what we want when we are first grade, right? And then after that, we start getting influenced by mom and dad and friends, and then society and so on. And very often we do the things that we don't want to do, but we are forced to do. So if you don't know what your passion is, it's a good way to look at first grade what you really wanted to do. And that is usually the true version of your passion. Probably it is true because I see that, first grade I had 3 friends and we were a band. We created a band of Madonna. Kim Wilde and Sandra was an Italian singer. So we were all performers. And then we studied ballet together, and our lives always, till this day, are in front of the camera or on stage. So I think there is some truth to that. But so what is the difference between vision and goal? So vision is something big, right? It takes you a long time to achieve. You need a lot of goals in between. You need to grow, and every single goal that stretches you. That's your vision. You have to grow to achieve your vision. A goal ends. It ends somewhere. It serves a purpose and then it ends. So Martin Luther King Jr. had a vision, right, for racial equality. President John F. Kennedy had a goal with the Apollo Moon Project. So one ended and then that's that, right? That was a goal, was accomplished, that's that. Martin Luther King Jr., he had a vision, but he impacted so many people's lives and inspired them to a change and so on, and people still talk about that. So it's something bigger. So vision, that is a combination of your purpose and your values. So that is the why. And yesterday we talked about purpose and values. And we talked about the Maslow pyramid. So a great exercise is, if you haven't done, or if you know your vision, I would love you to share it, although sometimes it can be really big, but I would love you to share your vision, and I'll share mine in the end. And then start reverse engineering and see where video fits in. I'll just share it a little bit of my vision so I can give you an example. So my vision for my life is I want to have an international chain of media schools for underprivileged girls. So that is my vision for my life. But the core vision is I want to flip the numbers in the media industry. And I'll share after why and where that all started. But the media industry is still a male-dominated society, male-dominated industry. And there are a lot of young girls that I've interviewed in my career as a TV producer and host that are very reluctant to enter those professions because they are male-oriented, male-dominated. And they don't even know that there are women that work behind the camera, or they edit, or they code, and so on. So I want to be part of that movement and of that change. So that is my vision. How video fits that? Well, first video, for now, for what I do, it's as a video success strategist. It helps me to promote my services, to make me visible, so I can have the financial freedom to achieve other aspects of my vision. I also have woman-to-woman TV. So for me is impacting other women and teaching them how to use the power of video so they can tell their own stories with talk shows. So that's another aspect. And I will tell you why you need that. You absolutely need that, because that will determine what kinds of videos you want to do. For me, it's YouTube how-to videos, live streams, and talk shows. Those are the only videos that I'm interested in doing, and those are the only videos that I do. Why? Because the talk shows are for my woman-to-woman TV, so I can help other women. Lives are so I can be present and be interactive with everyone in my group or other groups on Facebook, so I can promote my services and who I am. YouTube how-to videos, the same thing, because I want to impact millions and promote my services. But those are the 3 kinds of videos that I do. So now we will reverse engineer. So when you know what your vision is, now you start thinking, okay, where video fits in as part of which goal. Now we are going to the goals, because goals are the combination of goals makes up the vision, right? We need a lot of goals. So you need yearly, monthly, weekly, daily, and so on. So the daily would be the to-do list and so on. But you need all those goals. So would it be set up a YouTube channel? If it's a YouTube videos, that's how you determine what kinds of videos they have to be. If it's, let's say, YouTube how-to videos, right? You want to do those videos. Those are the videos that will establish you as an expert. Now we start reverse engineering. Okay, great. So I need a YouTube channel. I need equipment. I need accountability body. I need a coach. I need to sign up for a group program or anything. So you just reverse engineer what you need. That is how you break the vision into goals and see exactly where the video would fit in. Because you might not even realize you want to, like, you hear people say, you know, Instagram videos, and they put videos on Pinterest now, and Twitter lives and all that. But do you really need that? So you have to check, but you check across what? It's your vision. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What is your vision? So now see, does really video fit in there? I hope so, because that is the fastest way to connect with your tribe. But if you want to make an impact video, it's a must. But what kind of a video? Maybe it's only live streams. Maybe it's only pre-recorded videos on your phone and then post them on Facebook. You don't want to have a YouTube channel. You don't need to. You want to affect a small tribe on your Facebook group, and that's that. But then you eliminate everything else. So you don't worry about everything else, because they don't serve your purpose. They don't serve your vision. And that's how you set up your goal. And you see where video is. So if it's a talk show, maybe it is a talk show. Maybe you really want to be the next Marie Forleo or Oprah, and that's absolutely amazing. Then you know what exactly you need. And that's where it comes, the to-do list. And then you break it down to a to-do list. So you reverse engineer. And I would love to hear, you know, if that resonates with you, if you really see, oh, you know, that is the video that I need. I would love to hear, even on a replay, what is the videos that you think would fit your vision and serve your purpose. I would love to know that. So that is why it's very important to write those things down, to strategize, or even, you know, to have a mentor or a coach. Or I offered few free personal strategy sessions. I hope some of you took advantage of them. So those are the sessions that I help my clients to see, okay, what is it exactly that I want, and how I reverse engineer so I know the best strategy. I don't offer the free strategies anymore. Reverse how to video, yes, inspirational. Yes, okay, Veronica, that is absolutely great. Yes, because how to video videos are the only videos that position us as an expert. And inspirational are absolutely great, because many, when it comes to entrepreneurship, and that's why I decided to do the 10-day series, mindset plays a huge role. And because there are a lot of new territories that we're so scared to tackle and to step in, so our mindset will prevent us. And I have a money mindset coach, because like I said, I have money stories, and I could not do it by myself. Or if I would have done it, probably it would have taken me a long time. So now as I start up leveling, I can see and feel the difference. So I believe like inspirational content or something on motivational, inspirational, it's absolutely necessary, because strategies are great and step-by-step processes and structures. It's all great and it's all needed. But on the other side, we need something to inspire and motivate us, and to know that we're not alone and that we can do it. So you're absolutely on the right track. Yes. But I think for everyone that it's not clear, that it's a great way to start. So then comes the to-do list. That's the map, the itinerary. I would not suggest to do it monthly, although you can. I can follow monthly because life happens. I will do weekly and then daily and hourly to-do lists, and that will be based on your goals. So you have like different channels of goals that come from that vision. So for the other few things that are actionable tips, and we share those the other day too, is take out words I don't, I can't, and so on, because those are usually excuses. Start saying sentences like I want, I need to do so and so and so, I want to do so and so and so, but take out the negative connotations from all that, and it really, it's a habit, because it was a habit for me. Now I'm very conscious of it. The other thing is to measure, right? So put a time frame, measure, see if it's not working, something, tweak, rinse, repeat, whatever it's working, and so on. The other thing that you can do also is to do an exercise, a perfect day, to write down what's your perfect day. That's a great way also to see some of the elements of your vision that if you're not really clear what your vision is. And a big part, again, is the mindset. So mindset, it's crucial in everything as we are stepping outside of our comfort zone. So again, tell your brain what you want, not what you don't want. So I want this, not I don't want this. I don't want to create bad videos. No, just say I want to create professional looking videos, because whatever we focus, we multiply. So we don't want to focus on the negative. Again, link pleasure to where you want to be and pain to where you are. Also, the brain responds to pictures, so that's where visualization comes in. Visualize yourself every morning, every night, where you want to be when when that vision happens, and that may be somehow too far away that you might really think, oh my God, when is that going to happen? And then you stop believing it. But the good way is to visualize your goals that already happened. So already creating the videos, right? So like few steps ahead of what you're already doing. If you're not doing videos at all, then visualize that you already done a bunch of videos and you really like how they look, and you like how you sound and look and all that. So also the brain does what's familiar, and so if you're procrastinating, the brain will continue to do that. So if you are procrastinating, change that. So it becomes unfamiliar, so the brain can follow what's familiar. So replace it with some positive habit that you have. And then the other one is to act the part. So how would you act if you already have achieved those things? Probably not spend, if you have financial goals, right? Don't go and spend as much as you think you would, probably. I mean, that is what I think. My money mindset coach might think something else, but I would act as if inside out. So when already your goals are achieved. So remember to really be strategic, and that is something new for me. Like I said before, it was more subconscious. Now it's more on the conscious side, and I'm very aware of it. Be strategic about your life, years, months, days and hours that you spend, and set always new goals that stretch you, so consistently that challenge you, and that is how we grow. So I said I'll share my vision, but before that, see how video fits into that overall vision, and what exactly format you need of videos, and what platform do you really need? Do you really need all of them? Do you really need long videos? Maybe not, right? So check in. I would love to hear from you, even if you're on a replay. If you're not clear, if you really need help, the link is above you. We can chat about it. It's bit.ly/chat with Luchia. I would love to help you out if you really need the help, and if you are not sure how to reverse engineer and what is it exactly that you need to start doing. So again, now my vision, as I promised, is, again, I said that's to flip the numbers in the media industry. So my goal is to achieve that by helping women to learn the tools they need to become content creators, so they can share their unique stories, because I believe everyone has a unique story. But many times we don't share our stories because we don't know how to share our stories. So that is why, that is my mission. And I do that in many different ways. So one is having woman-to-woman TV, where I have talk shows and I produce for the women their talk shows, and then eventually I teach them how to do it on their own. Like I said, my goal is to open international chain of media schools for underprivileged girls, so they can not only financially, because they're underprivileged, but so they can study and get equipped with the tools that they might not be able to do otherwise. And especially for the media industry, girls that are really interested in becoming part of the media industry, so we can break that stigma that it's only male-dominated environment. Also, as an online business, as an online entrepreneur, my business, it's a stepping stone for me. Great. Oh yeah, that is exciting. Yes, Joan. It's scary and exciting, so it will take me a lifetime. But I'm all ready for it. So my online business is a stepping stone to give me that financial freedom and resources to maximize my time and to maximize my network of people. And as a TV producer, I bring tours from all over, from all girls schools in New York to the TV station. I teach them editing, and I teach them, you know, how to be on camera, behind the camera, and all that, so they can see that there are a lot of women that are rocking it in the media industry, and they can do it too. And also, I helped to hire a 18-year-old girl in the TV station, so she can become a producer. So those are all goals, but they all go to one vision: flipping the numbers in the media industry. So those are all my goals. And then each one has to-do lists. So as part of my vision, it is to travel and explore the world with my son, but at the same time make a difference in the world. And why I have this vision is, first, I want to leave a mark. And when I come to the end of my life, I want to turn around and know that I left a mark and I mattered. And my work mattered. So maybe I will not complete, I have goosebumps now, maybe I'll not complete my vision, but at least I know I started. And I hope my son one day takes after that, but maybe if not, not. So that is my vision. And why I have this vision? So it all started back in Bulgaria, in communist Bulgaria. When I was growing up, I always wanted to be in the media industry, entertainment industry. There were not a lot of variations what to study, very limited, absolutely limited. So I don't want girls that I was to experience that. And it took me a long time to study what I exactly wanted and to work exactly what I wanted. So I'm glad that I'm doing right now, but I don't want other girls to go through that, and that's why This is that's why actually my mission was born. But it's a gradual process, and it changed throughout the years a lot and a lot. And now when I think about it, I know that is exactly it's just in alignment with who I am. I would love to hear your vision and share it below. I would love that. And share, you know, if that content resonates with you. Also, if you have different ways of setting goals, or most of all, how do you think video fits into your overall vision, and where do you see it as part of your strategy? Where, what platform, where exactly do you see, and what kind of videos do you think you need? So to recap, we talked about the vision, the steps. It's the vision, the goal, and the to-do list. So we all reverse engineer, we find our vision. I'm not going to go into details, and we break it. Freedom of speech, female empowerment through business, technical education, a critical, universal, valuable practice. Yeah, Luchia, being on international forefront from your past and present. I can't click see more. Oh, okay. You are bringing future for. Oh, John, thank you so much. Yes. And actually, I think that's the first time I shared in details my vision with my goals. Before, I think in Veronica's group, she asked us as part of a challenge, I believe, to share what our mission is. So I shared it, but not in detail. So yeah, and I think now it's more refined. And before, I thought of my online business as my, not mission, but this the big chunk of my life. And now actually I realize it's just part of all other pieces of puzzle, and they're all important. But I want to say this because they're very specific and big goals that I have. What I mentioned 5, right? Well, woman to woman TV and my online business. So those 2 now are the main focus. However, one always, it's a little bit in the back burner, and I think that it's okay, because at one point I move something forward, at another point I move something else forward, but I don't really let it go. Although sometimes you have to know when to let it go if it doesn't really serve you, so you just let it go. It's better instead of keep trying the same thing, like the definition of insanity, keep doing the same thing, getting the same results, right? So we need to sometimes, that's why it's good to measure and to course correct and to see, does it really serve us, and so on. So some things for now it stay in the back burner, and other things are in front. But yeah, I would love to hear, you know, your thoughts, and as a recap. So the other thing is the difference we covered between the vision and the goal. So the goals end, the vision is something bigger. It might even take you a lifetime, and it's something that is so big it's usually beyond yourself. So something of contribution, something of contributing to someone else, and of course that stretches you, that helps you grow, because as humans we want to grow, and financial rewards are not the biggest motivator normally. So although we absolutely need financial rewards if we want to make a difference, absolutely. Then we break the vision into goals, and then the goals into to-do lists. So we can do weekly, daily, hourly, and so on. So we always reverse engineer, but we know where we're going when we start with the end in mind. Like Stephen Covey says, start with the end in mind. So we gotta know what the end result will be. And of course, things can change, right? Life happens. So don't forget, you know, to course correct, measure, course correct, rinse, repeat, whatever works. And then the mindset practices, that should be a daily, just like a gym, just like brushing teeth. It has to be a daily practice. For me, it's in the morning. I spend 1 hour. I do EFT tapping. I do journaling. I read my beliefs, and throughout the day, I constantly am self-aware of the language I use. I start cutting out don't, can't, and all these negative words. I start using more on the positive, exactly what I want and what I need and so on. So I can really see a big difference. So tomorrow we'll be talking about my system for successfully creating a strategic action plan that take you from intention to a dream outcome when it comes to video. So I will tell you how I strategize and how I create my content. So I think it will be super exciting, and it's a nice completion for the whole 10 days where we went from mindset to, and see how mindset connects with everything, even with the technical and so on, because we can't, even if you know the technical aspects, if the mindset is not in the right place, you are going to slack off. So those 10 days covered everything, all the basics that I think are crucial when you start creating videos and get visible, because there are a lot of what is that? Not demons. What is the right word? A lot of resistance will come to the surface, fears and so on. It will be just overwhelming if we don't do that work, if we don't take time to do that work. So that is for today's content. If you have any questions or if you want to share something else, do so. If you want to reach me, I'm PM away, or use the link above, bit.ly chat with Luchia. Sign up for the replays. I'm taking them all down on Saturday. And tomorrow is the last day. So all of you, thank you so much for being on this live stream and for your time. And enjoy your Thursday day and evening and morning, wherever you are. Bye.